right, good shit. All right, there we go. We're live for realistically kind of the very first time. Dude, so I was
Like live
actually
live or what?
well, no, not live. I'm just recording, but kind of
Okay.
live
All right,
because
cool.
yeah,
Test number 1.
test 1. Yeah, dude. So
All right.
so yeah, first of all, I don't know. I guess kind of really what I have in my head as to what the whole podcast kind of is. It's just cool fucking games, cool, awesome TV shows, movies. That's the stuff we like, you know.
Especially like up and coming games. I know Valheim, I believe that's how you pronounce it.
Valheim's been
So
busting it.
dude, killing it, dude. The messages from you were informing me that I believe 4 million purchased with a team of what, 5, I
Yeah,
believe.
like
That's wild.
yeah. So
Like
it started
goals.
as a team of one. Valheim started like when the game first started, it was one dude, and then they did a technical alpha about a year ago, and in the technical alpha blew up. People loved the game, obviously, and so we hired on 4 more people, and then they finished out the game over that course of that year. They finished out the game with 5 people. Essentially, just that one dude.
Bravo,
Just
bravo.
that one dude just busted it out in Mama's basement,
Yeah, but
day
now
and
can you
night.
imagine like the payday though after
The payday after all that work.
yeah.
He's probably been working on it for a while. I don't really know too much about the guy other than that.
Well, I mean, even if we were to decide to like to build a game, it'd take upwards of 3-4 years alone just to build. I mean, unless you're going with like a more simplistic design, but I mean, anything in depth like that, that's gonna take years. It's not gonna take it. I mean, Rome was not built in a day, and neither was that
Right.
game.
Dude, so I saw something earlier that I thought you would. I specifically like remembered it because I thought that you would enjoy this, and you should probably watch the trailer at some point for it. It's the new James Bond movie. I'm not generally like a big James Bond fan necessarily. I've seen them all, but I'm not like I'm not like, oh, I can't wait to go to the movie theaters and watch this movie. So this one, the villain is Rami Malek.
So Rami, I love Rami. Look at this cat. Like
Right.
really? But
Parkour,
no,
parkour.
Rami, I yeah, just gonna do a watch. So there we go. Yep, got it. Nailed it. But
Nailed it.
no, Rami, I love Rami. He's
You know what I want to
really,
try to
really
do?
good actor.
What I'd really like to do is to try to get something where I can like bring in a YouTube video real quick, bring in a clip real quick, bam, put it down here and like play like a trailer or something like that. I
Dude,
don't
just go.
know.
So
I don't know
go
about
go.
copyright and all that. I don't know if you'd really be able to do something like that, to be honest with you.
Right.
But yeah, dude, he's the villain in it. He looked really cool. I saw it earlier and he looked really cool. And then they actually announced earlier today, like 5 hours ago, they announced the title for the new Spider-Man movie is Spider-Man 3 No Way Home. It's
You
gonna
know
be
they did you know like Zendaya, the one Peter Parker's buddy, and Tom Holland all posted on their Instagrams with a different title than what it initially was. I think
really.
yeah, I think like Tom Holland's was like hold on, let me actually check.
I didn't know that now.
Hold on. See, I feel like this would have been good if we were able to pull it up. Actually
Right. I
pull
don't
it
know
up.
how it works with YouTube though, and striking things like that. Do you ever stay up to date with Walking Dead?
That I have not.
That one starts this Sunday.
Yeah, I can't actually find it. But no, that'll be interesting. I'm I don't know how I feel like with the new Spider-Mans and stuff. I'm really excited to see because I know they were talking about the sorry to go off subject, but I know they were going to talk about going in the multiverse with Andrew Garfield,
Oh
Tobey
yeah.
Maguire, and
I
Tom
hope that
Holland.
happens.
That
I
that'll be
think it
wild.
got confirmed actually. I think Tobey Maguire it got confirmed that he is like on board. Like he's
I
a
heard he's
part
a
of the
dick.
MCU. Yeah, yeah. Wouldn't that suck? Doesn't that suck? When you're like, oh, look at this awesome person. Like he's like the OG Spider-Man.
Yeah,
And then people are just like, that guy's a fucking asshole. I don't even like that guy.
Uh,
Spider-Man my ass. He's a dick.
that's not very Spider-Man like.
Right. Oh,
Tobey Maguire.
Spider-Man-ish, dude. Um fucking Andy Serkis.
No, I'm not sure who that
Andy
is.
Serkis. He's Gollum, Lord of the Rings. It's hard to I don't know.
I know who he
Andy
is. I got him
Serkis.
pulled up on IBDM or
Yeah.
IMDb.
Yeah, Andy Serkis, he's great. He's actually directing the new Venom movie.
Let There Be Carnage.
Let There Be Carnage. Yeah. It's gonna be
That's
awesome,
gonna be
dude.
sick.
That's gonna be sick. It comes out June 25th. Not too far off.
So, did you see the trailer for the Zack Snyder cut?
Oh,
Or,
dude.
dude,
Oh my
wild.
goodness.
And it's coming out on
Oh
my birthday
man.
too, so it's like a
Does
nice
it?
little birthday present.
Nice. There you go. Dude,
So I'm
there's a
pretty
lot of
pumped for
stuff coming out real soon. Like, there's a lot of movies coming out real soon. There's a lot of fucking. I had this whole thing here of all of this stuff because, I feel like this style thing is doable in a way where we could probably like very comfortably do at least one a week, maybe more. Who knows? But like one is very like such a doable thing. You know what I mean? To just do this like podcast style, like just chit chat thing for like 20 minutes, half hour, however long we decide the segments are. I
No,
feel like
when
it's easy.
dude, we could easily do as long as we can, export the stuff fast enough. I mean the the audio I did for just that little clip right there, that alone only took 2 minutes, not
Right.
even.
Yeah.
And the thing is, even with like releasing them on Spotify and stuff like that, um we would be able to do one live or whatever, upload
Right.
the video, and then the actual audio version would come out like a week later because it takes like a week for them to
Accept it or whatever.
get to the
Right.
stores
But
and
if we
whatnot.
but if we specifically like kept on track with like I don't know, maybe the same day. What's today? Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday.
Yeah, if we kept on track with like I don't know, like every Wednesday or something like that, and then you exported it on like Wednesday night or whatever, then it would, if we kept on that track, then it would just be boom, 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 and it would be every week. You know what I mean? And then maybe
Yep,
like,
and
oh,
that'd be
maybe we'll
crazy.
pick up like a Friday one or something like that, and we'll have some beers. I'm about to be
That'd
able to
be cool.
drink soon again. So
Yeah, I forgot you couldn't. Yeah,
yeah,
I might have a few brews this weekend. Especially,
oh,
honestly, I think we should just give it a shot and say run one Friday just to see how it goes.
yeah, it'd be cool.
We'll get a couple decent topics, or at
This
least like
this
a couple
Friday
things to touch
actually,
on.
Colton will be up here on this Friday.
Really,
Maybe I'll see if Colton wants to sit here and do a little chitty
good.
chat.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
Kind of cool, dude.
I know.
What you need to
Wish
start,
it wasn't so far away. I'd drive
right,
up
all the way out
there.
in Boston. What you need to do is you need to hunker down. You need to bust out all of WandaVision ASAP because
I've been hearing some crazy shit
dude,
about it
it's
though.
so
Honestly,
insane. It's so nuts. It's so good. So good. I wish that I could sit here and speculate with you right now because like this show is so perfect for like what I love to do. Like I'd love to just fucking hunker down with a brew and just like sit there and talk about like a show. Like a show that's ongoing. A show that like we have to wait till next week to watch the next episode to be like, "Oh god," cuz there's a large let me tell you what, dude, there's such a huge community of people who want to just hear other people speculate on Marvel shit and Star Wars shit. I'm telling you, dude, the amount of people like I follow all that kind of stuff on like YouTube
Right.
and like every single Friday when WandaVision comes out, dude. 3 a.m. is when it launches. 3 a.m. Eastern, WandaVision. Boom, on the TV, 3 a.m. Eastern. People will be pumping out a video at 6 a.m. and like it gets just the most ungodly amount of views because just people love that because people just want to like watch the
And that's
episode and then listen to someone else and be like, "Oh my god, I was thinking that too," or "Oh, that's a good fucking I didn't think about it that way. This is changing all of it for me." Like,
dude also to right on that as well. Being on the dot or something like that. Do like record
oh,
like a
that's
3:30 a.m. review
right.
and just like reaction or something like that, and then just
Something
do it
like
like right
that is
after.
like they do it live stream. They'll like live stream something like that.
Yeah. But I mean, WandaVision, I actually, like I said, I've been hearing crazy stuff about it. I'm actually interested to a point. Plus, I mean, I do have Disney Plus, so why
It's
not?
good. It's really
I
good.
actually, I have it. I haven't used it because I think it's part of like the Microsoft's
Right.
um perks for getting Ultimate.
Right. The the cool thing about WandaVision is like the reason it's called like WandaVision, but you know she's the Scarlet Witch, right? So like they actually kind of bring that up in the show at one point. Like they're like, does she have any one of those? Because there's a lot of comic relief to the show. You know, did you ever see that movie with James Franco and that dude? They like went over to Korea, um, and he befriended like Kim Jong Un
Yes, with Seth Rogen.
with Seth Rogen. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Damn, what
the
was it called?
actor that they had that played Kim Jong Un in that movie,
Yep.
he was so funny. That actor is a character in the MCU. He showed up in both of the Ant-Man movies. His name is Agent James or Jimmy Woo. He's
Oh, I know who he
definitely
is. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, dude. He's definitely a comic relief character. Um, so
Yeah. No, I
he
feel like
was
his
in
entries are
yeah, yeah, oh for sure. He's
yeah,
funny as hell.
comedic purposes.
He was in both of the Ant-Man movies, and he shows up in like episode 1 of WandaVision as well. So like he's in there for comic relief as well. But he brings up a point at some point. He's like, "Oh, does she have any one of those like funny nicknames or different aliases or anything like that?" They're like, "Nope, she's just Wanda." So I think by the end of WandaVision, I think they're gonna finally be like, "Oh, she's the Scarlet Witch now." I think that'll pay off at the end. Like
Think
they'll
so?
finally call her the Scarlet Witch because
Well, weren't you
apparently,
saying as well?
what's that?
No, weren't you saying as well that like she's creating like the whole scenario because it's like
The
Wanda's
hex.
vision.
Yeah, yeah. You could speculate all day on it, and that's what I like to do too. You know what I mean? I like to take in all the little clues and be like, okay, like how would this happen? How would all this be going on here? And so I like doing stuff like that, but you definitely need to be like you need to just watch it dry because it'll
Be up on it, yeah.
yeah, 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 you'll
I
definitely
haven't
because
read
you
any
get those
spoilers or anything
moments.
like that besides from what you told me, but yeah, no spoilers, no nothing.
Yeah, it'll be solid.
Dude, I'm
It'll
just
be
so
good.
pumped for the zombies tonight, man.
Me
Damn.
too. Me too, for sure. I
But
know
no,
I
I
haven't really
actually
looked
I
too
think
much.
I do need to sit down and watch WandaVision because I've always been a big fan of the
Well,
MCU. And I feel like you said it's gonna have a big impact on it.
so that is supposed to directly impact everything else in the MCU. And I think that's because by the end of the show, I think by the end of WandaVision, the one big answer that gets answered for Marvel is like these are where mutants are in the MCU. This is how there's more mutants in the MCU. They haven't really done anything with that. That's not spoilery at all. That's pure
Right,
speculation.
right.
The ending of this could have nothing to do with mutants. This is just me and my high hopes, just sitting here and just being like, please, please, just show me that now there's mutants in the world because Wanda fuckered up something or something like that. Like that's what I ultimately want from this.
Well, that would also, that would be a nice entryway of mutants into the MCU,
Well,
because
because
I mean
Wanda's a
they have
mutant
not been present before.
because Fox owned them, and up
Yes.
until like the beginning of last year, they couldn't even put them in anything, and they haven't had anything come out until then. So like Wanda's a mutant, and she's what's known as a Nexus being. So that has a lot to do with the multiverse as well, because a Nexus being is basically like a direct line between every single version of herself throughout all of reality. Every version of Wanda has access to the other version of Wanda's power. They can draw off of each other. And they're all basically like one single they're called Nexus beings. And yeah, Wanda's nuts, dude. And I think like there's been rumors that in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, Wanda might be a bad character. She might be an antagonist.
Be a nice twist. Why do you feel like what do you feel
I
like
don't
your reasons
know. I just saw some rumors that that might be the case, that she might be sort of an antagonist. In the comics, she's mostly good, but she does bad things sometimes because out of grief. Because she draws her power from the realm of chaos. So chaos is just like a part of her. So she fucks things up a lot. Like she there's this whole like House of M storyline where she whispers these words, no more mutants. And then basically it's like Thanos snap. There's just all the mutants are gone. And like
That's crazy.
she does some bad shit, but she mostly does good shit. But the reason you have to watch the show is because right after WandaVision ends on March 19th, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier TV show starts. That's the background right there, Jay.
Yeah, dude, it's wild, isn't it? I
Isn't that
just
nuts?
clicked on. I like it.
You can bring up the click on the thing and it brings up like the secondary page up at the top right. You can customize the display, and it'll bring up this little line on the side of your screen, and you can like fully customize each of those little like inky doodles.
So I think I'm doing right now. I think I can make it be very bright.
Super bright.
Yeah, I don't know if I like
But yeah,
that, but
March 19th. So like a week or two after WandaVision ends, we get Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And Falcon and the Winter Soldier is supposed to also focus kind of on mutants. Because it's supposed to focus on the Weapon X program. Because Captain America was iteration 1 of the Weapon X program.
yep.
So Wolverine was iteration 10. He was Weapon X. So having all that, having Thunderbolt Ross be kind of the antagonist of the show, he's the big bad guy. He's the guy in the Hulk.
Bro,
He's the guy that hates the Hulk.
dude, I have it
That's
set up to
cool.
where every time you talk, the splat goes in the screen.
Oh,
Talk
really? Oh, dude,
as a little fucking pizzazz.
that
To it or
is kind of
something.
cool. Yeah, that's a little
It's
wild,
like that.
man.
I feel like you're interacting in the room
Hell
with
yeah.
me. That is pretty
Yeah, but I
sick,
feel
though.
like one of the side things to it, like games, weekly thing.
Yes, absolutely.
Games or weekly thing. There's so many games to talk about. And then like there's so many like HBO this year. So many movies coming out. Dude, Mortal Kombat April 16th. What? It looked nuts,
That's gonna be
bro.
so
It looked
good, dude.
so crazy.
You saw like pre Scorpion, like old school Scorpion,
Yes.
like
Yeah.
when he was actually
Hanzo
the ninja.
Hasashi.
Oh, dude.
Dude, it was so good. I loved that he had his little like I don't know what the heck it's called, but like his little rope and kunai thing that he was using. So it
Yeah.
was like basically that was like his spear in his arm before he was like, Scorpion. I love
And
that.
dude,
I thought that was the
you
best.
could, dude, you could see he like even like was
Yes.
using it like he like grips it and he's just like yes, the ropes in
Yes.
his one hand and
Yep.
dude, that was just that moment alone was so epic. So and then dude, when with
But
the Sub
before he was
Zero,
Scorpion, right? Before he was Scorpion.
yes,
With
before he
just
was
the
like
with just the rope and shit. I was like, "What?" I was like, "That is Scorpion right there." Dude, you could call it out too. Each of these characters, boom, Jax getting his arms
dude,
frozen.
that's was
New
epic right there.
origin story, boom.
Boom.
That was cool. As soon as I saw that and his arms started to get frozen, I was like, Jax. I was like, that is Jax right there.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. It was good.
And then,
Luke
dude,
Luke
Sub
Hang.
Zero is pretty epic too. Like, you, dude,
Sub
his
Zero
ice
was
blade he
cool.
pulls out.
That was awesome. Little fucking thing.
But dude, what was pretty sick is so I'm actually excited. So like the first movie that came out a while back, it was a good movie. I like the
It was
storyline. I like the
solid.
plot to it. The thing is that like I didn't feel like it was Mortal Kombat, but it wasn't Mortal Kombat. I feel like with this
Yeah.
going around, I feel like Warner Brothers is actually going to make it more like you're going to see some epic fight scenes like
R
in that,
rated.
that general style. Because dude, if you notice when so towards the end of the trailer, right?
Oh,
So
dude, it
Scorpion,
clipped.
so Scorpion with Sub Zero. So Scorpion does this thing, dude. Sub Zero literally used his ice wall
Oh,
combo attack
yeah.
from the game, punched him back into it, and then I think that's when I think he was pulling out the ice
He
blade or something
fucking
like that.
stabbed him. His blood came up and he froze it, bro. Stabbed it into him. I was like,
Why?
what?
So I'm actually very pumped to see that. That's probably gonna be like one of the highlights like of
Yeah.
movies for
Kung
the
Lao
year.
was there. Kung Lao was there. He had his hat.
Dude, and
Sonya.
then
I kind of digged Sonya. The guy that played
yeah,
Raiden.
I felt he could pull off. I want to see what he because I think all you heard was his name. I think that's all he said.
Yeah.
But I feel like he might play the character pretty well. I feel
He
like
seemed
his
good. Yeah. I
a
liked
little
him.
chunkier than normal Raiden, but
Yeah. But
like
I
more
could get behind
well-rounded.
it. I don't give a shit about Liu Kang, to be honest with you, dude. I don't give a
I
fuck
could care
about Liu
less about.
Kang.
I mean, like
Oh
Fire
my god,
Dragon.
bro. Smoking Noob was in it.
What?
He was in it, bro. Pull that shit up on your side screen. Watch that. Hold up. Smoking Noob was in it near the end, dude. I'm telling you right now.
Mortal Kombat Red Band trailer.
Red
Hold
Band
on.
trailer, without a doubt.
Kombat Red.
Let me just strike that.
No, I don't want the reaction. I want the normal trailer. Right here. I think this is it. So I wonder who's the kid?
The kid in the beginning that like he pulled down
Yeah.
his shirt and he had I think that's Liu Kang. Or it could just be like one of the people that we know, one of their sons. It could be like Johnny K. Oh my god, I like what you're doing there. I like that, Jay.
All right, so let's. I think I'm gonna be able to play the trailer. Let me just make sure. Yep, I think it's going right into my OBS and everything.
Nice.
Let me turn this.
I got mine going at the same time, actually.
So they call him Cole.
Cool. Might just be new.
I think that was Katana.
Have your thing on the pause too. Baraka right there. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, so yeah,
I
hold
think it
on.
was Shang Tsung. Yep, right.
So we got Baraka right there, yep. Shang Tsung for sure. Oh, Hanzo Sasashi, bro.
Boom.
So good, dude. So I would assume that he's fighting members of Sub-Zero's clan. I'm assuming that it's going to show a bit of their war, but I think that this kid with the marking,
Cole. Yeah,
yeah, I think
that's what
he's in between. I think he's between that war between the clans. Bro, when he goes Hellfire Scorpion,
Hold on, I paused it for a second.
Melina. In a second here, you're about to see Melina. I like Jax's arms. Hellfire Scorpion, bro. Melina. You got
Yo, there's Smoke. I see him right
Smoke, bro. There he is. That was him. I see. I was watching the trailer, and for a second, I saw it, bro. That's Smoke right there,
there. Yo, and this scene right there, with
where
Liu
he summons
Kang,
up the dragon. And in a second, there's a whole bunch of the fatalities. Oh, after this badass
watch
scene right
right
here.
here.
This is where it is.
So watch his ice wall. You can see it comes up. Pops it, chucks him, boom. There he goes.
So good. Get over here. That's solid, dude.
Wild, dude.
So, okay, so go back. You see where Jax punches through that thing? That's fucking Reptile, dude. That's Reptile that Jax is punching through. Without
Probably
a doubt.
can't get a freeze frame.
No, you can't. I got mine right on it.
Oh yeah, I missed it. Either way,
No, you did right there.
I saw him right there. And that I like the whole part. He said Kano wins.
Yeah.
Oh, that's that part.
Yeah,
right
you
there.
were a half a second away.
You fucking beauty. See, I got a screenshot. I wonder who that is. I can't tell who that is.
I'm not sure. I'm thinking that they're just going to add a lot of people in this. There you go. Check your phone.
Yeah, I saw him. I
Oh,
think that was
dude.
Reptile. Yeah, but I thought Reptile was a green.
Check your
green
phone.
one. Hold on.
I think you'll think that it's more Reptile. I thought it was like a werewolf or something like that. But that's Reptile, dude.
Yeah, it looks
that's like an iguana or something.
Yeah, no, that's definitely but I mean, I wonder because like I said, Reptile was just a green scorpion with had like I mean, maybe that might just be a new take on him because I know he did
Right.
have like he spit acid and stuff like that. So he might have actually been like I don't know, semi-human reptile-ish. So I think I think you're right. I think they might have went that route.
I liked that little thing on the wall. The guy had the little gauntlets with the spikes on them. I think that was Baraka, dude. That was solid. Yeah, dude, Mortal Kombat. Gosh, it's gonna be awesome.
It is gonna be pretty sick.
Fucking December 22nd, dude. We got John Wick 4 and The Matrix 4.
So
Got a while
it's
off for
not
that.
the Matrix. The Matrix.
The
I think,
Matrix.
is it the Matrix or Matrix?
I think it's just Matrix 4.
I don't even think there's a 4 in the title.
No?
I don't think so. I think it's like a
Like
I
they're
think they're
doing it
like a
like they're
soft reboot or
yeah,
something.
like well,
But
so
Keanu's,
like yeah, like he's gonna be in it, but he's not the one in it. They said. You know who else is gonna be it? Did you ever watch the Aquaman movie?
No,
No.
no.
There's this guy in that movie. I can't remember his name. He's a black guy. He's gonna be. I think he's gonna be the character that they're shifting into the place of like the one. And I think Neo. I think he's gonna replace the character. Remember how there was that character that was like the architect. He was like the god of the Matrix. He was in that little white room with all the TVs and he controlled
Yep.
everything. I think
Yep. Yeah.
I think Keanu Reeves will take his role and then there will be a new one. You know what I mean? But Keanu Reeves is now I think that's how they'll I think that's the
I
route they'll
thought
go with
Keanu
it.
was gonna be the Oracle at first,
Ooh, he could be the Oracle too. I like that idea.
but I actually no, I binge watched them. I think it was probably like 4 or 5 months ago, and like they are just epic
Nice.
movies. The storyline, I actually just the whole concept of it. I think it's pretty nice, and
Oh yeah.
obviously, it led to a bunch of conspiracy theorists about how the life could be could be a computer simulation.
You need to catch up on your Mandalorian as well.
I haven't even watched Mandalorian at all yet.
I know.
It's terrible,
It's
but
the
I
start of
just
a it's the start of a huge Star Wars universe. It's gonna be good. Not too much is happening this year though, so you have this entire year to watch The Mandalorian season 1 and 2. You have a whole year to watch it before the new stuff comes out.
the new stuff.
However,
Yeah.
this year there's so much there is Marvel content every single week this year, and there's only like a month and a half of that content that is Star Wars. All the rest of it is just all Marvel every week, nonstop, all year long. It's gonna be beautiful, dude. Because after Falcon
Yeah.
and the Winter Soldiers, or Falcon and the Winter Soldier, when that's done, uh, there's this show coming out. It's called What If. You kind of know a little bit about the What If show.
Yeah, you were saying it's gonna be animated though, isn't it?
It's gonna be animated, but each episode is gonna be animated in a different art style. So they're just trying to be creative. Like Marvel is such a huge property now that they're just trying to like how long can you really just ride the pony of like superheroes superheroes, you know what I mean? Like how long will people I'll stay interested, but how long will normal people stay interested, you know what I mean?
Right.
So they're trying to just like explore different artistic avenues, which when you watch WandaVision you will definitely be like, oh okay, I get it, because each episode is modeled after a different era. Like the first episode is set in the 50s, second episode is the 60s, third episode is the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010, 2020. Like each episode is, but it's modeled after a different era of sitcoms. So like the
Yeah,
first
didn't you say
episode
like the
is the
first one
Dick
was
Van
black
Dyke
and white,
Show.
right?
Yeah, the first two, it's the Dick Van Dyke Show was the first episode, and the second episode was an old show called Bewitched. Um, yeah, it was a whole
I
bunch
have
of
heard
stuff.
of Bewitched.
It's cool though. You can definitely just tell that they're just trying to do something a little more artistic. But it fits in the lines of context because Wanda's powers, she can just warp reality. So it completely fits.
Well, yeah, I mean she is Scarlet Witch, but that is really really cool.
Plus, with
Like I
two
said,
episodes left, we don't really know who the main villain is of the show.
is there even a villain?
There is a villain, and they have revealed somebody to be villainous.
Right.
Well, not even really villainous, but they've fuckered around with things. But I don't think that person's the main villain. I really think that at the end of this show, they will reveal either the devil or another villain called Nightmare. Nightmare thrives on dreams, nightmares, and shit like that. Fear,
Yeah. Yeah.
chaos. The devil. The devil, I think, would be the very best thing to ever come to this whole fucking show, and I really hope they just do it. They better just put the devil in the goddamn show. The devil is needed for so much in the Marvel universe, like Ghost Rider, Blade. Blade deals with vampires. Vampires are like demon spawn. You know what I mean? They're beings of hell, one could say, right? and then Ghost Rider, he gets his Hellfire abilities from a deal with the devil. I think at the very end of I think eventually they'll tell us in WandaVision. Hopefully, I'm hopefully right. And this isn't spoilery because it's completely just like me and my hopes and dreams. But I really hope
Right.
that like they'll show a flashback, and at the very beginning of the whole show, Wanda was like so grief stricken from like losing her brother in the couple movies before, losing Vision in the last movie, and then WandaVision takes place 2 weeks after the end of Endgame. She's still like she's grieving. Um so I'm hoping she was like heartbroken enough to make a deal with the devil.
To bring back.
To give her family back or whatever it is, however they want to like word it, because they're gonna word it very trickily. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be very tricky how they word it. I'm hoping that she made a deal with the devil, though. I think either she'll make a deal with the devil, or at the very end of the show, they'll be like, oh, yeah, Wanda was sleeping the whole time and Nightmare had a hold of her or something. I don't fucking know.
That'd be
That's just me and my
twist.
speculation, though. 100%. Neither one of those could even show up or be hinted to. And I'm just really hoping. Apparently, there's this big, super huge cameo appearance that's supposed to happen at the end of the show. Hoping it's something like
For
that.
WandaVision?
For WandaVision, apparently there's this huge like they said that it was similar to. Did you hear any spoilers about like what happened at the end of Mandalorian season 2? Perhaps like a big person showing up.
Ahsoka?
No. Do you mind
Um,
about like Mandalorian
I
spoilers?
do go for it.
So
I'm
like at
all
the
ears.
very end of the Mandalorian, they like at the very last second to last episode, Grogu, the baby Yoda character, he
Yep.
sat on this Jedi seeing stone. He connected, became one with the Force, and shot a signal into the galaxy that alerted all other Force sensitive beings of his presence because he needed guidance from another Force sensitive being. Like the Mandalorian couldn't really help him because he's not Force sensitive. He doesn't know. Um, so nothing became of that. And then Grogu was captured, all this shit happens. When they finally get him back and all hope is lost. And they're like, "Oh no, what are we ever going to do? How are we ever going to save ourselves?" Uh they see this X-wing fly past the window of the cruiser that they're in. And you're like, "Oh fuck, an X-wing. What is that?" And they even make a joke. They're like, "One single X-wing? What good is that going to do?" And then all you see is this black cloaked figure fucking walk out of it. And this show is set. Mandalorian is set 6 years after the Death Star blew up. Around that time, Luke Skywalker, the most powerful Jedi there has been, is in his absolute prime. What they
Okay.
did, people didn't agree with it. Like what they did with the Star Wars movies, throughout the first 3 movies, they made Luke Skywalker up to like they built him to be badass. And then when he
Yep.
finally reached his prime, the movie was over, right? You never get to see it.
Yep.
And then in
Okay.
the newest movies, you just see old fucking hobo Luke Skywalker, and everybody hated it.
Yeah, like older Mark Hamill, right?
Yes, and
Like
people
from
did
like
not like what they did with
Force
it.
Awakens.
So what they did is they de-aged Mark Hamill. They had this black hooded figure walking in, and then you see a fucking green lightsaber ignite, and then he just starts cutting through like savage. It was the most savage shit, dude. He starts just cutting through all these droids, like dozens and dozens and dozens of them. He's using the Force to just fucking like crush them, and like he's just being so badass. Like I was tearing up. Like it was beautiful.
Holy shit! No,
And
hey, listen, I'm all for it, man. If something can make me do that,
oh,
it deserves it.
it
It
was
deserves
so
it.
good, dude. And
Wild, really.
yeah, and they
Now,
just
I
go
mean,
through and basically like he takes off his hood and you're like he gets to the end and they never show his face and then he gets to the end and like he takes off his hood and you're like, "Oh," you like freak out and shit. And basically like that I'll leave it at that. So there's a little bit for you that happens after that, but they
interesting.
pretty much leave the series right around there where like he shows up. So from this point on, it was very expensive for them to de-age Mark Hamill's face for that scene. And it didn't really look that great because how is it going to look that great? He's just old now. That's just
Right? Yeah.
this is
No, absolutely.
reality. Sebastian Stan. Watch
I
this.
could see that.
Look
I
up
could. See.
Sebastian Stan Luke Skywalker. Look that up. It's nuts, dude. It's absolutely crazy. Sebastian Stan is the one on the right side of like the first picture that pops up.
This one.
Yeah. Find a different one where like Sebastian Stan looks like the Luke Skywalker character. No. Flip through. Um there's a
That
couple
one. That
here.
one's pretty. But I mean, just this
Check
alone, I can
out
see the
fucking
similarities.
check out that right there. I brought it up on my or you actually can't see the recording. Dude, it looks absolutely nuts. Check that out. I just sent it to you. It's wild. So basically, like, apparently there has been an official talk with Sebastian Stan, who's already playing the Winter Soldier. He's already under contract with Disney. Star Wars is owned by Disney as well. You know what I mean? So apparently it has a fit like the offer has been made for Sebastian Stan to become young Luke Skywalker. So that way they have access to Luke Skywalker in his prime.
You know, Boss Logic, the guy who did this, he's
Yeah.
fantastic. I love his artwork
Oh yeah.
because he does a lot of like celebrity like MCU swap stuff like that.
Right.
DC, but no, that dude, that's 100%. He could pull it off easy, like without effort.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it'd be cool. Who knows?
All right, so I'm at 43 minutes for recording.
43 minutes. All right, we'll pop it
I feel
here in
like
just a minute. That's about good. That's longer than expected.
yeah. So I'm gonna stop this recording.
Yeah, I'm gonna end it.